today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the San Francisco 49ers taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
With the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans, but the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman, and their defense shut out the Vikings in the second half as that wound up a 20.
This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To the air again, it's Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. The numbers a week ago for Cook. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
They'll try to run with Madison. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Alexander Madison with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Samuel bringing in the slant.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 6 catches, 101 yards, and a score.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They start the drive with Cook. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. They go play action. Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Cousins gives way to Cook, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run it and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo, and he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Coleman now. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 22. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. But Mostert a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, That's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Madison. He'll get 3 up to midfield. On the ground, it's Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch. take the hit and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Look at the spin.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. This is Coleman. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones, because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Madison. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 24.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ball at the 26, second and 7. Here's Mostert, toss left side.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. To throw is Garoppolo.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Play fake, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Can't do that.
Now after the holding penalty. Cook following the penalty. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They run it again with Cook. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Cook. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Cousins now from the 50. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Madison. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Throwing is Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point try by Bailey. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's James.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
He was looking for Raheem Mostert there.
And now it's second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo again. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverage.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney.
And now running right through it. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Madison. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 21. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On first down, it's Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Again, it's Cook. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Bailey now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Samuel bringing in the slant.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They run. Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And that is how you do it, my friends. This will be spotted out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 3 yards the gain there, second down. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So that one will be accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out now come the Vikings. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Madison. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run it with Madison. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because You and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on.
So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Niners, you wonder what the